Blessings to everyone. This is our Father Satguru Maharaj, the living perfect master of this age, the Father of creation, talking to you from the kingdom of heaven on earth, the highest spiritual center of the universe, the center for conflict resolution and divine knowledge of immortality. Kilometer 10, Ibadan Lagos Expressway, opposite Odo Kekere, Ibadan, capital city of Oyo State, Nigeria, ECOWAS region. Today happens to be the date that I was born physically 75 years ago, the day of the eclipse of the sun. On that day, people started running helter-skelter. Is the world coming to an end? What is it? What's the hope for man? Is it a conspiracy against man? Is man fed up with his head? Why is the sun now being covered? At the end of the day, people now discover that a savior is born onto this earth. I know since that day, life has never been the same. Because as a child, one grew up, yes, in a middle-class family. And as a prince, a bona fide prince for that matter, from the Olubadan ruling house in Adioyo, Ibadan. I didn't have any squabbles, any problems. But today I'm able to look back to know that I was just going in to know about what is happening, so that I'll be in a better position to deal with all the challenges facing humanity, particularly about life. But life has no predicate, no alternative. Life is life. And it is in this life you find everything. But like electricity, you cannot hold it. It's a vibration within man that sustains man, sustains the whole creation. And so man has found it very difficult to perceive this very, very, very special grace of the Creator within man. But that the birth, 20th December 1947, was the first step, the clue for everybody to know about himself, herself, who he or she is, where he or she has been, where he or she has been living, and what made that person either to be a human being, a man or woman, boy or girl, businessman, accountant, lawyer, or even the goat or the dog, because they all talk. They carry vibration. Nobody taught them how to find food for themselves. And the chameleon that changes always want to cooperate to the one with wherever he is. Or the bee that makes honey. Oh yeah. And so before I realize it, January 1, 1980, I'm in knowledge, divine knowledge of the Creator within. And it was wonderful. Because earlier on, my predecessor the vehicle I use in coming onto this earth. His Holiness Sri Prabhupada Rawat, then the Guru Maharaj Ji of the time, had told them in USA, a country where his president changed the country into God's own country, that, hey, my friend, in this University of Pennsylvania, I want to tell you something. That look, there's somebody who's coming after me, who's going to teach you about what? The creation, and usher in not only the Titan race, the golden age of life. Follow him and you are going to. That person's name is Muhammad Sahib. This is me. Dan Ibrahim. Yeah, son of Ibrahim. You go by the local palace, traditional palace. Yes, they give me so many names, but I am Akonji, Ajirobatu, Akibami, Muhammad Sahib, Dan Ibrahim. You see, as of January 1, 1980, I packed my load, getting ready. So 17 July, I landed in Africa. Hey, the true name of the creator is Maharaj Ji. You say, what? Maharaj Ji? I said, you can see it. Let us try. This is a new car. This car can fly, can go on sea, on land, and even it can disappear when there is danger. Oh yes. To prove that man is the true perfect image of the Creator. You say, oh no, my friend, you can't believe it. I say, oh boy, don't allow what the Bible said to affect you. You say, look, material things will come and go. But you, if you go, you won't come back again. If you allow the things of this world to hold you, you'll be in trouble. So, some listen, some say no, some say, okay, I will try. And those who try had experience and belief and had knowledge. And those who are today making Nigeria, Africa, and the world, yes, become a safe place to live. And you know what has happened? So many lives have been lost. So many have climbed to the ladder of faith. Some have made breakthroughs all over. But in spite of our scientific innovations, providing aeroplane, cars, TVs, even the phone that is ringing now, man has not taken a step to the human heart. Yes, life has now become more miserable, more intolerant. See the killing in the Middle East, bombing here and there, where, so to speak, they say the books were written from. Are you going to go to China? Let's fight. COVID-19 is reappearing, maybe because they falsify the information, and so they are paying for the karma. But not in South Vietnam. Let's fight. Not in South Korea. That area everybody is fighting. Why is Kim Jong just testing his ballistic missile like that? Is he preparing for war? You don't need to tell him he's preparing for war. In the absence of light, what do you see? Darkness. Japan is there. Australia there. Europe is facing it. Thunderstorm here and there. If you go to US now, they are battling with what is happening in California. Man, thunderstorms. Wind blowing, almost 3 million displaced. California, the biggest state, economic state, or what do you call it? A state that prides itself as a state of, the best in the world. So you can see, I don't need to talk about South Africa, where they are battling with, the demon is crazy. After all efforts to free Mandela, bring about democracy there, it's not becoming what? The demon is crazy. Why? Because the independence they got is gradually slipping from their hands. Instead of making laws to make it mandatory that jobless people should be given what? Something at the end of the month. And a law making sure that all South Africans are given accommodation. The money is there. All we have to do is put in sonar, Joe Biden to pump in some money there. They will build the houses and we pay for it for the next billion years. The creator will not be annoyed. And because people don't have the life. They are filled up with impurities. Yes, just like somebody who has been eating for 100 days without going to toilet. How do you think the person will look like? That is what is affecting almost all the world leaders. Except few who are in knowledge. Like Baba Buhari is in knowledge. He's with Maharaj Ji, around Maharaj Ji. So he has been made what? The anti-corruption star. But how effective is his what? Movements, actions on this area is something that we talk about it later. But let's talk about divine knowledge that I'm talking about. Divine knowledge is opening the third eye for you to go beyond rhetorics, the horse on paper, religion. Religion will tell you have to die to see Jesus Christ. Yes, you have to die to see Prophet Muhammad. You have to die to see Buddha, Krishna. It doesn't matter whatever they puncture or paint or print in your brain. It will be reducing your span of life because you are still with impurities arising from your actions, whether good or bad. Yeah. That's why human beings, we used to live 2,000, 3,000. Now it has gotten to a ceiling where your Igbo man say you can't go beyond 71 years. Are they the creator? No, they are not. But they have almost succeeded. They try to show that they are the creator. Because instead of allowing you to seek for light, they say carry the Quran, carry the Bible. And you have to read. You have to go to school before you can read the Quran or Bible. But we did not go to school to know the sun, the moon, the stars, Gary, Amala, pizza. No, you go to this there, you eat it. So why are you telling me that this power you say is in the present? Omniscient, omniscient, cannot be seen alive, cannot even come to my rescue. But he is playing a wonderful role with the air, with water, with the sun, with the moon, the stars. Yes. Why? That's the reason why I'm here. Yes. To free you from their hands. You can be American, you can be a German, you can be French, you can be Korean. All I want to do is that, hey, Let me take care of you. Don't just be caught away like that. Don't allow people to send you into oblivion. Many have died this morning. Yes, not very many who said, Happy New Year 2022 are alive in 2023. Yes, they were ignorant that Satguru Maharaj Ji is the one to do the wonderful job of opening your third eye. Because I am the third eye, son. A good man came and said before Abraham was, he was there. Because he's the latest. Joe Biden of America said that before Abraham Lincoln was, he was. Because he's the latest. He's the king now, the president of the United States. The same way President Muhammadu Buhari can say before George Robertson, yeah, was. Buhari was, because he's the one in command. Why can't we do the same thing in the spiritual? Yeah, in the spiritual. Apart from whether you want to do it or not, we are just traveling from Lagos to Ibadan, and the motor broke down. And they said, look, on this, everybody on strike, there's no transport here and there. Then somebody comes with a new Mercedes-Benz 380. Oga, please come in. You will enter. You can't say, oh, it's a German car. Oh, the man driving is an Egyptian. Or the man assisting is a Calabari. No. You enter. It's an opportunity you may not get again. What of it, the area is full of lions, wolves, then they are going to devour you. And in human life, when the light comes like that and you begin to argue, the whole things around you turns to enemies against you. Why? Because we were once with them. We were once stationed, made to get ready to die. But now Maharaji comes. And that's what I want to talk to you now about. Particularly those of us in Africa. Look at what is going on in the Democratic Republic of Congo. What is going on in Equatorial Guinea, Uganda, Gabon, Botswana, Tanganyika, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Cameroon, and so on and so forth. If the Europeans are propagating a Messiah, a power that we have to die to see, and we have been following. See what has happened in our society now. Bandits, robbery, killing here and there. Jimmy Cliff said, they are making bombs and bombs to set the world on fire. Suffering in the land, they're singing la 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 la. Oh, you mean the creator will just look at us and be killed? So far, without talking. The three O's, omnipotent, omniscient, and omniscient. You will not. That's why I'm here. Saying, look, put those books aside. If it is true that civilization started from Africa, particularly Oyo State, the bigger Western Nigeria, yes, definitely it's a big, success for we to have somebody who is now going to tell you that, look, it is possible to overcome. It is possible to what? See the Creator alive. I know I didn't tell you how we found ourselves calling God, Allah, and so on. It was the European aristocrats. We don't know how they felt. They were manipulated by the women folk to change Maharaj Ji in the scriptures. They remove it and replace it with God, Allah, the Tetragrammaton, and so on and so forth. In the AD 21 conference, and their ratification was AD 60, and that's where the trouble started. So any prayer will go to the table of these 9 women of negativity. Yeah, turning the whole world upside down. And so today, we have nothing to lose. We don't have anything to worry. Look at the car you are driving. It could be made in Germany, made in Lagos, Nigeria. The whole idea is to move from one place to another. Look at the pot, the plates you are using, the chairs, the tables, the bath too, the phone you are using. They are all part of the whole one love family of this world. But one thing that you have not tried to look into, one area, is how this life can be saved from accidental death and poverty. That's just what I'm saying here. It doesn't matter whatever they are saying. They didn't say if there's Naira, there's hope. If there's dollars, there's hope. If there's euro, there's hope. If there's Dushman, there's hope. If there's car, there's hope. If you're in a position, they say, if there is life, your life. So, you are an engineer, he's an accountant. And my job is a divine surgeon who will what? Do it. And give you back your life. Oh yes. Then it's very simple. It's not something you can challenge, you can query. Because for somebody who is hungry for food, and you meet somebody who is cooking, and you can see others who have eaten, going and feeling good, you don't need to query, you go there and taste it. Unlike ordinary food, maybe you as a Briton might not like to eat beans in the morning, or a Japanese will not like to eat amala in the afternoon. But in this food of life, it's good for you anywhere you are. Yes, the sign is that call him anywhere you are. He will answer you anywhere. So problems people are facing today, like Nigeria is going for a general election. The general election is already having some problems. Yeah. Because why? They have now, turned into another thing. People are just abusing each other instead of telling the world what they can do, who they are, where they are, where they have been. You can see the trajectory of my mission when I started from 1947 to date. So sweet. Oh yeah, while others are destroying me, I'm taking care. That's why I say divine government, vote for Maharaj Ji. Are you there? Vote for Maharaj Ji. I'm going to take over. Even you get there, you're going to mess up. Instead of talking about issues, what they can do, what they have tried, and what they went through in their lives, they are talking about what? Hatred. Give way. If I don't blaspheme him, if I don't say something horrible against him, yes, people will vote for him. Who are the people who are going to vote? Because they are not in knowledge. They are not in knowledge. Put your hand in the corner. Oga, they say they are buying, but take this money. Go and vote for me. Yes, I'll do well for you. Take. Then you take the money. Now, if you take the money, and they get to the power, they will not do anything because they have paid for you. They have paid. Oh yes, that's why you see the whole of Africa. Yes. Because people like you, I don't know about Museveni, Uganda. Yes, or what is going on in what Burundi, Rwanda, and Burundi. Yeah. I don't know what is going on in the Equatorial Guinea. But the moment you take the money for Paris, you have sold yourself. They won't do the right thing. That's why you look in Nigeria here, there's argument here and then. I'm asking that whatever the case may be, those who are now coming up to say, oh, the youths, the elders, the old politicians, this and that, we are all youths. All of us, we are still young. Whether you are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. What we need is, what can you do that you will not succumb to the forces that ask you to drop your culture and tradition, whereby any amount of money given to you, you take it to go and buy a house in Dubai, you buy a house in London, you buy a house in China, or instead of that, yeah, he's bringing out toxic waste. There's so many companies producing poison as food. Yeah, poison. Oh yes, because the moment you are spiritually disconnected from your source, the source of your being, you become empty, like an ordinary machine. They now will enter into you. And because you have been eating eba, there's no way macaroni can help you. You are eating amala, pounded yam. There's no way pizza can help you. Or fish and chips. No, you are used to organics. Food from the soil. And this soil that we are living on here, unlike Europe and America and all these European countries, we don't eat anything. In my country here, in my Africa here, which happens to be the citadel of civilization, they follow the culture and tradition very strictly. The areas you can't eat snake like they eat in Europe now. Even these snakes, because we have come to know that it was when we disconnected from our tradition and culture that we fell. And so some of those who fell, they changed into what? Snakes, when the forces of attrition were attacking them. And so you find them in some areas, mothers will leave their children with snakes, python. You go to the farm, come back, the python has prepared something for the kids. Yes. We have something like alligator. The other day I had this American professor who has come to prepare for his retirement. Okay? And that was it. He came home after leaving Africa for almost 50 good years. Now he's talking big grammar, big English. Well, no problem. They took him round. They made him a temporary chef with an air conditioner. He was okay. One day when all the people were out, he decided to make stew. He caught one of the alligators, cooked it, and ate it. He felt it so delicious, was so happy, so good. The second week, he started crying. Prof, What is happening? What's wrong with it? Take me to the hospital. Now take me to the hospital. I don't want to die. When they took him to the hospital, they tested him. They said, look, your case is a spiritual disease, illness. Spiritual? I believe in Jesus Christ. Yeah, I believe in, I've read a lot of books about Prophet Muhammad. I've read a book about Gita, Ramayana, the Grand Sahib, everything, the Aquarian Gospel. He said, look, that's not the point. Look at you, you are not okay. It was then they took him to the spiritual home. They said he has eaten the forbidden. That in that town, the war to secure that town was led by an alligator. And so it's forbidden to eat alligator in that town. Probably is it? Oh yeah, I don't know. Nobody told me. But you were born here. You went out there and said, oh, I don't belong to Africa anymore. I don't want Africa. Now see what is happening here. They took him to one big tree, Roko tree, where we have these big pots. Yes. Wait. Orumila there. When they got there, they brought some water here. He couldn't talk. He didn't say, oh, the water was smelling. Oh, please, I want a hygienic one. I want the tap, water from the tap. He took a bottle. He took another one. It's now, hey. Well, by the third day, he has a relief. He just wrong. So you who is in America listening to me, you are eating all kind of things. Be careful. You who is in China, Japan, because you are seeing cars, TV, radio, this and that, money coming to your hand. So you think Africa? No. Africa is still the home of mankind. Yeah. So be ready, be prepared to support every step that Maharaj is taking. You can do so in kind, in any form. We need cars. We need buses to go. Nothing. Don't give money. Give on. Feed them with microphone. Loudspeakers, We go around because, hey, go to the hospitals in Lagos, Accra, Niamey, what? Johannesburg, Cairo. You see people queue to the hospital. See, they are going there for money. So many mortuaries are coming up. Just because of one thing, they don't know that I am their father, I'm alive. See me, let me stand before you. See me here. I'm alive. I'm a human being, but with a special message. And the message of love. That you must not die by accident, by sickness or illness. Yes, that's because why? You don't know that the world is governed by principles and natural laws. So be ready. Be prepared. Come home. Talk to me. Anywhere you are from your heart. Silently, and I'll answer you. That is my job. You can't query, you can't question it. Go around the whole world, man. There's nobody like Maharaj. There's nobody that will tell you, call him anywhere you are. He will help you. I'm the only one. And so if you look at the Nigerian situation, like I was saying earlier on, everybody is vituperating. Yes, prophesying. Don't forget, I banned false prophecy in January 1990. It still stands. Tell those prophesying that they'll be doomed, they'll fight. I was told that the Americans were saying there's going to be fight before elections or during elections after, like they did 2015. Even though they were able to scuttle they were able to overtake the Buhari government by, bringing in a Senate president who has been, an opposition. Yeah, you got to know what happened when the Kaduna Mafia lured the members of the House that Mr. President wants to see them. Before they come back, they are voted, and that's how Saraki became what Senate president. Today, it cannot be the same again. So, what am I trying to say here? What am I trying to tell you? That no, you can't vote anyhow. You can't. You want continuity. Yeah, I know in the area of insecurity, you can't blame the president because the same opposition who were there almost 100 years. And this 100 years of opposition, yeah, there were people in PDP, APC, SDP, MPC, AG, and so on, confused because they are not in knowledge. Otherwise, if they are in knowledge, what am I looking for to be a president? It's not to build houses, it's to find out what happened to the black man that made him become a slave. Where every civilization evolved from cannot be the slave. Not finding out, not sitting down thinking deeply to right the wrongs, not with force of arms, but intellectual, discourse and dialogue, for which divine knowledge is the what? Is the source. Yeah. We will be able to know and understand what is going on. So that at the end of the day, you see elections taking place, nobody dies, no houses are burnt. Yes, everybody holding their hands, yes. We are what? We are the world. Eventually, me and you, but me, I've added another one. We are the one love family. We are the world. We are the lovers of Maharaj Ji. Not Jesus, not Buddha, not Krishna, not Ram, because they have all come and gone, man. If you see them showing the pictures, how Jesus did it, it's all in the mind. If Jesus was real, Muhammad was real, they would not be manufacturing arms and bombs at the expense of jobless Europeans, Americans, Chinese, Russians, all in trouble. The Savior is on the planet. Quote me here, I'm here, talking to you. I have accepted you, that's why I came out. You have not accepted, and that's why you are facing problems. Yeah. The mama came here while we were building the altar. That mammoth structure there. She came to this small office. Look at this office, it's just like a storehouse. See papers here, Bible here, sellotape here. We are not joking. Man, my children are dying, I cannot sit and watch. That's why I'm telling you, you have to do something. The One Lovely Family account is there. Oh yes. You can send us a car, TV, radio. The whole life is to touch people. When I touch their heart, then you say, oh, Maharaj Ji. When they use Maharaj Ji, they will now know what happened to them yesterday, last year, 20 years ago, 100 and 1,000 years ago. Then they will go and find where they are to begin. Like the bee. One problem is off the way. The man who made the car were not 100 people, even though about 4 or 5 companies who manufactured the car, but it started from somewhere, right? And so that's why I'm talking to you now. Wake up, wake up. This is the time for us to sink our differences Let's go Africano crazy. Africano crazy. Where we hug each other. Because our father Maharaj. Yeah. Very, very important. It's not something you can hide. I've gone around the whole picking some points here and there. The whole situation, the whole idea is that the true name of the Creator is Maharaj Ji, taking the body as Satguru Maharaj. Say, call him anywhere you are. He will answer you. I've done it. Prove it beyond reasonable doubt. So, like I was saying, we were building the altar when the Mama Rontin Joku came. He's now in UK. He is married to a pastor, so there's nothing I can do. You know, when you are not strong. You know, the scripture said, when this power comes, the wife will go there, the husband will not go. The husband will go, the wife will not go. The child will go, the brother will not go. Of course, to tell you that it's going to be. The Mama was told that there's a service to be done. He went out with them and bought so many things and came back. And after that, he went back to UK. After the May 29 program, he came back for the July program, where he said, my bank manager told me that Maharaj has come to pay some money to the bank for her. Big money. That's it. That's why they say is the seen and unseen. Yes. The Ogiriga. Then the Daranijo. Any more, any more, we are not against you. We know that you are fighting for your office so that you don't lose the contract. One day you are going to be tired. You are going to be retired. Where do you go from here? So it is now embracing Maharaj Ji. We remove all the impurities within you and you will live longer. You will be able to perform wonderfully well. Nobody will hold you. Nobody will push you left and right. Because I'm going to take you to the university spiritually. Where the symbol of love is the one there now. This symbol of love, I will show you. That is the star in the heart. That now the heart is now producing stars. When you go there, in all areas of human endeavor, technology, cars, TV, radio, you don't need to know any book. When you go there, I will teach you how to make a car, TV, radio, airplane in your own language. The raw materials are here, but because we are not in knowledge, we have now become a consumer nation. And that's why they are manipulating you and I with money. Yes, forgetting that those things are on the ground. How do you get them? It's by opening your third eye. Yes. Revealing knowledge to you. You don't necessarily have to come. Talk to me silently. In your room, in your privacy. Oh, something will happen. Something good. Yes. 20 minutes prayer. Like the lawyer praying to the judge. Satguru Maharaj Ji, I don't know you. But I've heard wonderful things you have done. Maharaj Ji, who am I? How did I come out to be in this condition? I am Mr. and Mrs. Brother, Sister, this and that and that. And please, I want to know myself. I want to know the reason why I'm placed on this earth. What is it? What was the gift that the Creator gave me that has not translated physically? Maharaj Ji, what did I do? Was I the one that wronged myself? Was it my mom? Was it my dad? Was it my brother? Was it my sister that has taken me to this point? Oh, Maharaj Ji, if you are the Savior, please intercede, intervene. Please, Maharaj Ji. Maharaj Ji, I know I love you, but you love me most. As a Savior, I've seen it that way, but give me the light. I want to know more. I want to understand more. At least one thing I need. Save me from bad dreams, nightmares. accident every year. Save me. Very simple, man. All you have to do if you are in, this photograph here, see them. You get one, you put it inside your pocket. You put one inside your shoes. Nobody on this earth can tamper with your life. But they say, how will it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his life? Yes, you need divine knowledge for you to be able to know the difference between water and urine, the difference between diamond and ordinary stone. Yes, that's just it. That's just what I have for you today. Whatever is happening, just because you don't know I'm alive. I appreciate you. I'm conveying the message. You are saying you are Jew, you are talking about Jesus, you are talking about Muhammad, Buddha, Krishna, Ram. No, they have all come and gone. Abraham Lincoln, we have said, was the first president of the United States. Yeah, but he cannot perform now. Joe Biden is there. Tafawa Balewa was the prime minister. He's not there. He's Buhari there now. Oh yes. Nkrumah started Ghana, then Gold Coast. He's not there now. Akufo-Addo is there now. Oh yes. That's what we are saying. We are begging you. We are begging you, don't believe in me. I don't say drop. You may say, oh, Balaji, the church is paying for my house, my cars, my children's school fees. Yes. Be like a Nicodemus. Receive knowledge and then gradually work towards it. If you are sincere and honest, Balaji will give you a big what? Jackpot in a room. It has happened to many that one cannot, because of space there, say it all. But I can tell you that, look, with this light, you will win. You will overcome. You'll be able to block any avenues that brings sadness, misery, pain, agony, delusion, illusion, confusion to you. Yes, the highest confusion is to be in an office as a minister, Pam said, and then here you are. You are going to the worshiping home where people have been identified as killers. You need the light to be able to let them know that we don't need to kill each other anymore. Let us join hands together and things will be okay. So we are looking forward to see you wherever you are. But don't forget, we have banned doing predictions. And we say no war in Nigeria. Don't involve any acts that might lead to war. I'm going to get you wherever you are. I'm begging Mr. President to look into my memo for the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I know many have been done. The whistleblower, yes. I want the president to come out now. Say anybody who knows of anybody having illegal money and try to buy people with it, he should come out, whistleblower. Now, a holiday for women in their menstrual period. And maternity, I see something has been done. Right? Yes. But state police is something. All the president has to use an executive order and ask Malami and the Minister for Human Affairs to prepare a supplementary budget. Oh yes, for what? 2 trillion. And it will cover students, graduates, who are high school graduates from the age of 18, polytechnic graduates, university graduates. We put them in. They pay them. We start them with what? 250,000. Yes, in the police. You just employ about what? 5 million police within now the next one. We give them 1 week training. They are crying. You say they want to be in government. They have no experience of governance. They want to read and say, build house, build house. They will fall into the same enemy's house that our great-grandfathers and our politicians have not been able to what? Face. Just like the football match between us and Ghana. That small country, 10 million. beating 200 million. It's the same thing because spiritually we are bankrupt. So yes, we can borrow money from them. Oh yes, we can pay the money within 2 years with only cassava and yam without going to oil. The demand cassava in the world market has not been met. We have not reached even up to 20%. So, Mr. President, wake up. We saw it. There are many people occupying lands in Benue, in Plateau, in Kaduna. The president, you use your big stick. Yes, the other day, the erstwhile Boko Haram representative, or whatever you might call it, the Kaduna state governor was saying they are planning to kidnap him and Mr. President. How can they kidnap when I'm here? How do you kidnap my governor, my president? It doesn't matter whether you are Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani. That's not my business. My business is to make sure that everybody enjoys life. Peace, harmony. We have been divided because of conceptualized doctrines, ideas that have nothing to do with the creation. If it was Abba, look at the number of churches all over, the number of mosques. Why the killing them? Why the destruction? That's why I'm talking to you now. See me as your friend, as your brother, who has come out of grace for you at the nick of time. Man, I'll talk to you again, yes, tomorrow afternoon. But be good. Make sure that you don't get involved. I've asked you to vote for Maharaj. But if you look at the way they are doing now, divine government is the answer. They are not serious. Government. If the army cannot do anything, and the civil society cannot do anything, divine government must come. Well, we are not asking for military or the people in the society to come here and do this and no. But we should not forget the fact that it is not money that we are looking for in government. It's not building houses here and there, no. It's to be our unity. What happened that you and I became slaves is because we did not know that the true name of the Creator is Maharaj Ji, and that our father is Satguru Maharaj Ji, who will direct and make sure that employment, contracts, businesses are equally shared among us. Yes, people's promotions are not delayed. People are saved traveling from Kaduna to Abuja, from Abuja to Benin. People are not forced. People are not kidnapped. People are not killed. People are not turned upside down. Their promotion delayed. No, that one cannot happen anymore. So be careful. Be careful. Nigeria is your home. It's our home. You don't have any other place. This is the time for us to join hands together. And by the grace of Maharaj Ji, all will be well with you. So blessings and blessings to everyone. For those in UK, Canada, China, Russia, it's the same thing goes for you. Don't support any acts of rebellion, aggression. Yes, we don't want to see the Ukraine and Russia incubus to turn to a global war. No. We don't want the NATO countries to say, oh yes, Russia is an aggressor, so on. We will arm up Ukraine against Russia. No, please, let's sit down and dialogue. Let there be peace now. Let there be peace now. Let there be peace now. Let's sit down and dialogue. Let us talk. Enough is enough. Destruction of lives and property should stop. The same goes to any other place, but that is the one that has become the topic of discussions here now. So please and please, war is not the answer. Maharaj Ji is calling you now. Maharaj Ji is calling you. You have to listen. You have to listen. You have to obey. You have to lay down your arms. Let's sheath our swords. Let's come together as children of the same family. Because why? The feud between the black and whites has ended the moment I manifested. So why should there be fight? I'm your father, whether you're black, whether you're white. Why? Because the black and white lives matter. So take care. My blessings are with you. I look forward to hearing from you that yes, you are going to do your little best to make sure that you support my mission. It could be papers, it could be machines, anything. It could be furniture. We make sure that it gets to the masses. Yes, because I have a leader you can trust, you can rely upon. You can just jump into his arms. In those days, I had this friend I adore so much in the musical world. Ross Stewart said, I am sailing through stormy waters to be near you. Oh, I'll be free. When are you going to sail? I'm waiting. Maybe you're going to fly. Yes. Please come home. This is now I want you to know that power that was described in Psalm 24. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I'll fear no evil, for thou art with me here. I am the one being talked about. So, the graces I look forward to see you. Take care. My blessings are with you. My blessings.
You are the one that saved my soul. Oh, Maharaj Ji, thank you for appearing to mankind in my lifetime. Maharaj Ji came in this world as the dustbin of life, and I cast my burdens to Him. Today I am free, free from untimely death.